let's go ahead, jump right into this reading, my love. Let us see what the messages are the Spirit has here for you on today. Please do keep in mind, y'all, these are general messages. Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Thank you, thank you. Let us see, let us see. Thank you, Spirit. What are the messages for feminine? What are the messages for feminine? Again, please do keep in mind, general, okay? Only take what resonates. And keep reiterating. All right, thank you, Spirit. People are like, why do you keep saying that? Some people need to know that. We have caught, all right? Busted, detective work, secrets exposed, surprise, and shock. Somebody is shocked because you can see straight through them. Broken mirrors. We just talked about this yesterday. Broken mirrors. Turmoil, triggers, lessons, addictions, awakening. Rock bottom. Somebody has hit rock bottom here. Over you, over the situation with you. All right, we have unknown caller. They're going to be reaching out from a number that is not saved. The very first card that I saw when I picked this deck up was blocked. Okay, no contact. So you're not speaking to the person, or you've already deleted their number, blocked them, something. So person is really going through it. They can't get through. That may be the call energy. Like, you already know that they are calling you from other numbers. Yeah, because the two of you have a soul contract. All right. But this person may have been in the energy of like friends with benefits. You know, I really enjoy spending time with you. But it's like when they're with you, they lying about being with you because maybe there's somebody else that they're dealing with. Because we have soul contract card. And on a soul contract card, it doesn't just talk about soulmates, twins, and stuff like that. But it also talks about karmic agreements, right? Karmic relationships. So in the event this person has a karmic relationship or karmic connection, that's why they can't really, you know, engage with you the way that they would like. That's why they can't really put as much into y'all's connection as they would like to. But they do enjoy you, hence the Netflix and chill card, right? But nevertheless, it's like enjoying someone and treating them the way you know that they deserve to be treated are two completely different things. But I feel like they really do like you, okay? Nevertheless, you don't want to do the sneaking around thing. They want to resolve conflict with you, but I feel like they don't know how to go about saying it. They don't know how to go about saying, this is what I want to do. You know, I want to make amends. I want to rebuild the trust between us. I want to find a middle ground, right? So we can have a positive outcome. And I'm hearing a lot of you in advance, like, well, why don't they just say that? Some people have a really hard time expressing their emotions. So if you are the type of person that's like, oh, well, that's BS, that's crap. Okay, you're coming from a place where you're not being understanding, not even trying to. You're being egotistical. Your ego has flared up. And you're allowing that to take control. Now, if you're coming from a place of higher self, you'll say, well, I understand that not everybody gets things from the same point. Not everybody understands things from the same place. Not everybody communicates the same way. Not everybody, you know, feels the same way. Things like that, right? So just let people process the way that they need to process, right? Especially if you say it's someone you love. But let's just see how it goes. What's back here so far? We have distractions. The person could have been someone that was always distracted by other things. So, we have no contact. Yep. All right. So again, you weren't talking to the person. You weren't reaching out to them. This was due to a disagreement, perhaps. Okay. Because it says block, separation, disagreement. Again, let's find a middle ground. Let's work through this. Okay. So they know that you know that it was them calling you from all these fake numbers or whatever. All right. Or hitting you up from fake profiles or whatever the case may be. Right. We have controversy, drama, scandal, disbelief, hidden things revealed. Yeah, they know that you know that it was them. Okay? We have cold shoulders. All because of this. They feel like you were ignoring them. They feel like you were giving them the cold shoulder. They feel like you were doing things to be busy on purpose so that you didn't have to deal with them. All right? But this person is in this energy of contemplating. And Spirit says for a lot of you, this person has always been in that energy of contemplation. That's why, again, things didn't work out. They were on some, oh, this is my friend, but there's benefits. You know, I didn't know how I felt about you until I no longer had access to you. Then it was like, oh, I have feelings for you or something like that. So that's what it feels like, right? Then we have Inferno. It says desperation, self-sabotage, life in flames, breaking point. Okay. They realize them in their own stubborn ways is what caused a separation between you and them. This is the real deal, real love. The two of you have the opportunity, a chance to heal through love, but the person was coming with sketchy energy from the beginning. All right. Yep. See, unknown caller. Yeah, they were coming with sketchy energy from the beginning. You know, unsure of you and all this other stuff. So you're like, well, I don't know how I feel about you because, you know, I know what my intentions are. Okay, we have sick and tired. Yeah. So I think a lot of you are just pretty much over it. It's a repetitive cycle. Yeah, the person is very secretive. They're sneaky, dishonest. They try to be mysterious, but as far as you're concerned, you can see straight through it. That's what I said in the very beginning. I feel like somebody is feeling away because you can see straight through them. You see what they have going on inside. You know, the things that they don't want to speak on. The things that they don't want to acknowledge. You can see. All right, and you're like, I'm not about to pretend like it's not what it is when it is, right? What's back here? Love that lasts. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. They realize that with you, it's something true, it's something genuine. It's not just, oh, this is a friendship. No, it's so much there. But the whole friend with benefits thing, you're not doing the push and pull. You're not doing the, oh, it's my way or no way. Okay, well, then it's no way. Because you are all about teamwork, love, partnership. And this person was not displaying that. They were avoiding you, avoiding y'all, you know, connection. And now it's like, oh, pop up. Like, no. You know, so they might just be used to doing this and getting their way. And with you, it's not working. We have hurting. Aw, because they really hurt you. They really cause you pain, playing mind games. Exactly. It's like, you know, I can see through your manipulation tactics, right? And they still try them, you know, or because they're just used to, how do I put this? They're used to making things seem a certain type of way, saying certain things, doing certain things in order to get their desired outcome. So again, that's manipulation. They may not think that's what it is, but that's what it is. Instead of you just speaking the truth, instead of you just getting to the point, instead of whatever the case may be, you know, the person beats around the bush and do all of that stuff. And so you're like, I don't really know what I'm supposed to do with this, but you know, that kind of thing. Okay, I don't really know what I'm supposed to do with this. It's the information that we have, but I don't really know what I'm supposed to do with this information. Okay, or something like that. Yeah, deuces. Okay. Fed up, walked away. So moving on and walked away. No communication, blocked, no contact. Taking your power back. As soon as you took your power back from the situation, now they're snooping on you. All right, this person could be getting readings on you. 1111. This is your twin soul. That's what I said. It's your twin flame. You have a soul contract with them, but they also have some other soul contract or soul contracts. And it seems like they're just always distracted by those soul contracts. You know what I mean? Like, we all have multiple soulmates. So let's say they meet a soulmate. It's like, oh, they get so distracted. Now, not every soulmate is romantic. You know, they meet a karmic. They get so distracted. You know, this person, I don't know. Like, again, if they have stuff going on within them, broken mirrors, and they refuse to do the work, this is why they keep getting distracted by those types of connections. You, on the other hand, you like, nah, I just need something true, real, you know, something that keeps me grounded, a true partner, you know what I mean? That's all, because you're not, you know, again, this is, I don't know, the umpteenth time. A divine feminine, especially a healed divine feminine, is not sitting up there like, oh, masculine, masculine, masculine. What are these masculines doing? No, divine feminine is working on leveling up in every which way that they can level up. We don't even have to go through all the ways, because we're not about to blow our spot up on how we be elevating. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't believe us, just watch type junk. You know what I'm saying? However, it's just like, we're not about to sit around and be like, oh, masculine, 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 masculine. No. If masculine's over here getting distracted by all these different connections, and apparently that's what masculine would like to be doing. So feminine is like, okay, I'm focused on these other things, elevating, right? So the only thing that I would be interested in as far as partnership would go, you know, is concerned, would be someone, again, that's going to keep me grounded. Not somebody that's playing a whole bunch of games and all the manipulation tactics and analyzing me. And, you know, what is this? Is this a lab project? You get what I'm saying? What you got going on? Okay? You know, that kind of thing. So we have heart repair. Child, they really want to work through this with you. Something else is trying to come out with it. We have make it rain. Oh, the universe is definitely making it rain on you. We have hot. There you go, Empress. The universe is making it rain on you, baby. It is. Okay. It is as it should, because like I said, your focus is on elevating. Okay, how can I be a better version of myself? How can I be better than I was yesterday? How can I do better than I did last year? You know, if you're a parent, how can I be a better parent? How can I be a better friend? How can I be, you know, a more supportive, whatever, you know, like just throw it out there. Whatever it is that you do, whatever your positions are. Okay. So it's like, how can I elevate? You know, basically, how can I improve all the way around? So it says blessings, entrepreneurship, manifesting abundance, legal matters in your favor, windfall or promotion. The Empress, self-worth, will not settle, beautiful, sexy, abundant, confident. All right. So this body like, I want to work on building your heart back up. You're like, I'm already working on building my heart back up. You know, you weren't sitting around waiting on the person to do it. Oh my gosh, you know, like to make someone else responsible for your happiness. Are you serious? You know, no, I'm not happy. I'm hurting. I was sad. I felt all these different ways. Okay, cool. That's on me because I allowed it. I allowed this person to have access to me. So you took back that access. You revoked that access. Okay. Yeah. And so now they want to come clean because see, here's the thing. You got caught. You know, that's the thing. You got caught. So now you want to come clean. All right, confessing, opening up, being truthful, raw emotions, okay? And again, they have a hard time expressing themselves. One of the things they may want to tell you is, you know, you have this high value. The universe is making it rain on you. You got all this stuff going on with you. And my money not in the best place. You know, like I have enough money to do this and do that and whatever. But, you know, it's not like how you got it or whatever the case may be. And you're like, what? You know, but even then, that would make you feel like maybe that's what the snooping energy is about too. Like, so do you have your eye on my pockets? Are you watching my pockets? You know, like what exactly would make you feel like that? You get what I'm saying? Why would you even be thinking about that? You know, because I don't see you thinking about that. Okay, it could also be something where maybe the person assumed that was the situation or the case for you and it's not. You know, like maybe they thought you were broke, you know, because you prefer to invest into your business. You prefer to, you know what I'm saying? Like as an entrepreneur, only entrepreneurs know the sacrifices that you have to make to have a thriving and successful business initially. You know, I'm always going to have to make those sacrifices, right? And then sometimes things happen and you have to do certain things a certain way. And it's not you can just go to your boss and be like, hey, boss, can I get that advance check? Hey, boss, can I get... No, you have to go to it and get it. You have to go out there and get it. You have to make it happen, Captain. You see what I'm saying? So perhaps they assumed the worst and now it's like, oh, egg on face, which we saw that yesterday. You know, somebody thought one thing and then realized something else after the fact. But it could also be spirit knew that the person wasn't in the right energy to be around you when certain things came through. So they waited until the person was no longer around you to bless you a certain way. In which case, that would not be, again, your fault or you thing or nothing like that. All right. So, yeah, broke, debt-ridden, on hard times, living beyond their means. I really feel like it's a lot of the masses. I'm not going to lie to you. And I feel like that because it keeps coming up. Okay, it keeps coming up. So we have 1111. You being high value, you being this empress, you knowing who you are, refusing to settle. If I were to come to you with that, you know, that empty wallet, that would be like you having to settle. That's what they look at it as. But you look at it as, especially if you're an entrepreneur and you have business or businesses or anything like that, you don't look at things the way that people think you look at things. Most people don't look at things the way you look at things. Okay, so yeah, okay. So it says someone's forgiving you, letting go, peace, spiritual release. I feel like that's the thing. You've already forgiven the person, and because you've already forgiven the person, but there's still no contact, they feel like something is truly different, and they're getting cosmic nudges from the universe to like do something about it. You know, this person could have been used to getting a lot of attention from a lot of different people, and you're not doing that. Like I said, with all those soul contracts, that's borderline narcissism, or they actually are a narcissist. So we have the teamwork love card, says together through it all, partnership, and we got this. They feel like with you, that's the type of person you are, okay? And this is why they're going through it. They're like, I really sabotaged this connection with somebody that I could have had an amazing partnership with. All right. So I really hope that they forgive me, because we have unfinished business. I'm over here trying to hide my true feelings. Okay? I have deep emotions. I'm trying to be cold and detached, but I really love you and I really want you to forgive me. But you already have. You know what I'm saying? You already have. All right? It's just that they're not getting certain reactions out of you, so they don't know that that's the case. Yeah, see, I'm telling you, that's what it is. All right, they could have thought that you were unemployed, or that you had a lot of debt, or this person has a lot of debt and they have something going on with them financially, and they see you in your divine feminine energy, and they're like, the two things don't mix. Okay, but see, here's the thing, buddy old pal, getting your divine masculine energy, if that were the case. But we have thug, and then see, we have rock bottom. Now, jail, see, for these two things to be here, I feel like, yeah, this person with busted and all that type of stuff, this person may have some things going on with them, y'all, as far as like the life that they live and the things that they do to try to get more money. Okay, off and on, hot and cold, detached. I feel like that has a lot to do with it as well. Them being hot and cold, detached, all that stuff, being thug, bad boy, you know. Come on, come on. If you ever dated one, you know how it goes already. Okay, you already know. So it's just like, maybe that's what this is too, you know, and you just turned your back to it. You said they got a lot of work they have to do. Here's the thing, right? Like, you could have done a lot of work on yourself too. See, getting readings, exactly. So because you turned your back, I can't make this up. This could be somebody that never ever got readings before. Maybe they know that you're into readings. Maybe you do readings. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not the only divine feminine that does readings, you know? So maybe you do readings. This is not the first time it's come up. So your person knows something about you in divination, tarot, the occult, something. You get what I'm saying? Something as to where they go into somebody to get these readings because you're not talking to them. And the person is like, oh, they really done. Like, for real. It's not a joke. They really turned their back. For real. It's not a joke. Because this is what they're looking for. They tell them what you're looking for. What you're going through. What you're going through is you the high priestess, and the universe is making it rain on you, and you out here attracting a partnership to yourself. A true divine partnership. So this person's like, oh, I got to get in there. I got to do something. I got to fix it. I got to say something. You know, nevertheless, yeah, because it's your twin flame. Nevertheless, you're not seeing anything come from the person as of right now. Oh, shoot. As soon as I say that, we got to pop the question. This person's not playing. Didn't we just see that unfinished business? And the person it got proposal on a knee. Yeah, they are on bended knee, child. Lord have mercy. I feel like that's what it is. The person is hiding that from you. That it's something they want to do, but they feel like they can't afford to give you what you want. That could also be it. Like, they don't feel like you would be satisfied with what they can give you. Or something like that. Like, I had to work hard for everything that I have. And, you know, this is the life I used to live, but I don't live that life anymore. And, you know, I could provide you with more if I went back to that life. And you're like, nah, see, you're not about to try to make it seem like, you know, you have to do certain things just be, no. So we have wish, okay? So, person is hoping, praying, wishing that, you know, this is not over. Some of them really do want to build with you. This person could really be locked up somewhere, y'all. For some of you, not all of you. For others of you, it's like they're hoping and praying that. Now, if this person is, maybe they're ready to get out. All right? Maybe they're ready to get out. But see, that's the thing. You felt like it was reckless. Is it reckless sex? Oh my gosh. Yeah, reckless sex. Exactly. Sweet talk. You felt like somebody was just... Did you see that? It's like a blocked throat chakra where somebody didn't want me to say that to you. Somebody is reckless out here and they just be doing things. They just be freaking. They just be freaking, child. Well, that's how it was. Okay, so when you think about all this and the type of lifestyle that they were living, it's just a fast life, you know? Sex, drugs, money, partying, women. Okay. And this is why you said blocked. I'm telling you. And then he started calling you from all these fake numbers. But this person was out here being reckless and moving reckless and trying to come to you. And you said, goodbye. I'm not doing that. That's nasty. And we're in 2025. You know how many elevated diseases and things like that they have? You know, evolved diseases we have and everything like that. Child, shocking news. So, perhaps this person feels like... Oh, you're going to find out something. It's going to be sad. It's going to be sad. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be crazy. It's all because of the energy that this person was in. Look at this. Look at all this, y'all. They losing sleep over you. But it's like they were out here with these Jezebels. They had a Jezebel spirit on them. They're praying that something isn't over. But based on what they're getting in the readings, it looked like it is. Okay? Because of the things they were doing. Look at this. Workplace affair. Some of them feel like... with teamwork, love, and workplace affairs, some of them feel like you're about to meet somebody that does the same type of things you do or something like that. That could be something that they're hearing in the readings, child. Love child. Again, be careful. They may come in, try to have sex with you. It's reckless because they love you and they try to have a love child with you so you don't say goodbye. You know, something like that. Police station. Some of your people may be police. All right. So, yeah, see, they had karmic ties. They have the divine feminine here. Hoping and praying for you, but have a Jezebel spirit. Hope it's not done, but these readings say it is. That's shocking. Also, I found out that you may be moving on to somebody else. That's shocking. I'm losing sleep over this. I feel like you're faking busy, feminine. I feel like you're faking busy. That's what they're saying. Meanwhile, no, you're not. Okay, it says high value and make it rain. You're not faking at all. Divine feminine, you're not. What's this in here? Moving on, letting go, loving you. No, nothing about it is fake. The person was playing with you is how you feel. So what about what you're doing is faking? Yeah, we got shady. So shady thug. Oh gosh. Oh Lord. Okay. We have spell, love. Yeah, they trying to get somebody to do a spell. I'm telling you. Somebody that's doing these readings. Mirroring. Yep, somebody that's doing these readings because they're going through an ego death. Maybe they're having a hard time with it. It's like they don't want to go through the ego death. Yeah, because you're a goodbye, moving on, letting go, loving you again. Not a joke, okay? Not a joke at all. So they're thinking about getting in the car coming to you. This has come out how many times? All right, yeah, because it's like, oh, shocking news, bad news. You trying to leave me? See, somebody's on the phone getting reads. They might be doing those phone reading things. Secret, okay? Yeah, they were trying to keep their energy a secret. It's not, okay? So they're going to come in, try to sweet talk you. You view it as a distraction. Okay, they feel like you're running from them. That's why they're losing sleep. They feel like you're running from them. And they have massive regrets based on the things that they're getting in these readings, that they know about you and that they know about to come for you and all this stuff. Secret accounts. Yes, they have secret accounts trying to have some sort of connection with you some way. But your spiritual gifts are already putting you on to what's going on. Look at this. I can't make this up. I just knew I was going to see that crazy ass card. Oh my gosh. I just knew it. All right, we have phony, trickster, illusions, fairy tale. There you go. You feel the trickster spirit. They have a trickster spirit. Okay, they have a trickster spirit. Cope. They may be doing. Oh, they may get pulled over, drunk driving or something like that. I miss you, because yeah, this person has karmic around them. Karmic's crazy. They keep trying to escape karmic to come to you. That was a Netflix and chill. Some of them could be married. Some of them may want to get married to you. You know, it's a reason why they was doing this on and off. Hot and cold, all that. You said, no. Okay. You're not interested in that at all. All right, let's see. Thank you, Spirit. Ciao, good night. Okay. Messages for feminine. Lord. They all trying to jump out. We got the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, see, you only want reciprocal relationships. That's it. All right, like they want to exchange energy with you. You said no. 8 of Cups. Okay, you don't give nothing, you take. Ace of Cups. Yeah, so they're afraid again that you're about to find new love, and they really want to come in and make a love offer to you. It's like, wait, no, before you leave. Wait, no, before you do that. You know, that kind of thing. The Empress. You're not playing. It's just that now they see who you are. You've always known who you were. They just now seeing it. Okay. The 8 of Wands. Yeah, so this is communication because they see that you're moving. So it's like, listen, I have to say something. I have to do something. But see, you just see it as they're trying to block you. They're trying to block you from moving on. That's it. They're trying to prevent you from moving on. But the wheel is still turning. The wheel is still spinning. That's just what it is. They're taking it as bad news. You know, we have the King of Wands. Yeah, so it's like they got to do something. They got to try to do something. They're going to try to be real bold here in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Yeah, 7 of Swords, but they're still doing the mind game thing, still trying to be manipulative and secretive. So with the 7 of Wands, it's like, you know, you're standing your ground. You're not backing down at all. You know what you want. You know what you deserve. You're not allowing this person to play no games with you. 4 of Wands is what they want, but you don't feel like they've earned it. You don't feel like they deserve 4 of Wands. They don't put no energy, no effort in that says, yeah, you deserve a partnership with me, or you deserve access to me at the very least. We have the 6 of Cups, but because they can't stop thinking about you, the memories won't leave. Here they come trying to make yet another offer, but the offer is still not something that you're going to be satisfied with. They were in the energy of contemplation before. Now you're going to be in the energy of contemplation. 10 of Swords. So it's like, it just feels to me like the person wanted to see something change from where it's at now, but it's like they put it in such a negative space that the only thing you see is the cycle is complete. You know, Eight of Pentacles, I'm working on myself. I'm building myself up. There's really nothing else that we need to discuss here, because you feel like the person shows up never and they don't put nothing in with the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so we have the Death card. Yeah, exactly. The Death card is like, okay, it's an ending. But like I said, because somebody has a hard time with going through an ego death, it's like they just want to come back together. They just want to get what they want. They want their desired outcome here, right? So we have the Emperor. This is masculine energy. Okay, divine masculine. Okay, so yeah, it's like I want to come in and show you I'm the one for you, the Emperor to this Empress. Now, are you though? You got the Star card. That you're being divinely protected. You're healing. That's what you're focused on. You know, Nine of Wands, you have this guard up with this person. You're being very guarded. They want you to let them back in, but your boundaries say, yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Ten of Pentacles, yeah, you're building a legacy right now, okay? You're like, I'm busy. You know, it's that kind of thing. It's not fake busy. I'm really busy. You know, you were doing everything else with everybody else. You didn't care about feminine, you know, things like that. For some of you, it's like they didn't make the time. For others of you, they made the time, but it was like secretive time. You know, barely any time. Things like that. Five of Cups, they gave you nothing. It was like, you should be happy with these crumbs, you know? If a person is like, I'm so hungry, and you come over there and you like, here, and drop these crumbs on a freaking plate or something, and you're like, you better eat them crumbs and be satisfied with that, you know? Like, what, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, excuse the fuck out of you? I'm the Empress, and no, you can carry on with them damn crumbs. Take that plate and throw that shit right in the garbage. You get what I'm saying? We have we got the Ten of Wands. All right, so the Ten of Wands is burdens and hardships, overwhelmed energy or overwhelming energy, right? So that's how they feel. They feel overwhelmed right now because it's like, yeah, my mind games aren't working. So, oh, I feel like I did. Oh, I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have did that, but you're still doing it. All right. So Six of Wands, again, overcoming obstacles and challenges. It's like they'll do anything to win. You know, they just want to win you. Yeah, Five of Swords, exactly. They just want to win you. So let's say, again, you move on with somebody and this and the third, you're happy. They'll just be a happiness hater. They'll hate on that whole situation, even though they were over there with karmic, probably married to somebody that also said it really wouldn't matter. They would still be feeling that way with you. King of Swords, even though they've been cold, even though they haven't been emotional in no way, shape, or fashion, even though they have not expressed to you anything as far as emotions go, they gonna make it seem like, yeah, Seven of Pentacles, you know, that's what was done. So you're like, man, whatever. Situation is already done as far as you're concerned, feminine. You have the Ten of Swords and you have the World. All right, so in the very near future, here this person comes again to make yet another offer. Two of Wands. But as far as you're concerned, if they're still in the energy of, I don't know, the Ten of Swords it is, then what are we talking about? Yeah, Four of Swords, you have peace about this. It's like this person wants to disturb your peace, but you have peace about the situation. You've accepted it for what it is. You're at peace with it. It's like they don't want you to be or something. All right, we have the Three of Pentacles. Now they really want to come together and work with you. It's like, no, come on, let's, for real. Ace of Pentacles is my engagement ring. You like, oh my gosh. Seven of Cups. Meanwhile, they got all these other options. They still in fantasy land, in la la land. Maybe they expect you to be in la la land. You know, but you haven't seen anything from them that says, yeah, so, I saw this post the other day, right? And it was talking about emotional love and godly love or something like that. And that's cool. However, it's just like, do you not have emotions? Are you unable to express yourself? So it's like people will try to use each and every reason or excuse as to why they don't do something or why they are a certain type of way or why this or why that. No, you're conformed and you keep putting yourself in a box. You put your own self in a box and you want feminine to go ahead and say, yeah, because you're in that box, this is acceptable. Feminine is liberated. Feminine is not inside of a box. So therefore, what is she supposed to do with that? Water herself down, dumb herself down, dim her light, any of that? No. You see what I'm saying? None of it sounds good. None of it sounds attractive, appealing, like what's up. You know what I'm saying? So you're just like, no. Four of Swords, you have peace of mind, you're good. Person wants to come in, make this love offer to you, like, are you serious? But yes, they are so serious. Okay, it's like they are so serious. Two of Pentacles, nah. You feel like the person wants to bring balance and harmony back into the connection, but they have done nothing to show you that. Again, the King of Cups, you see, it doesn't take much to, this is how I'm feeling. You know, this is what I think. This is what I got going on. No. But because you want feminine to chase you and you're not getting that, this is, you know what I'm saying, the response. This is how they move with it. Nah, that's not cool. I see exactly why feminine is like, yeah, I'm just going to move on. Because you are, you know, healing. Okay? Healing from the pain. Healing from somebody taking you for granted, not appreciating the connection that they had with you when they had it, and now that you're gone, it's like they want to try to make you somebody they care when you feel like they don't. You know what I'm saying? Let's get one more deck and wrap this reading up. Okay, let's see. All right, thank you. Ooh, thank you, Spirit. Card trying to jump out already. All right. Thank you, Spirit. We have guarded and be patient, okay? It says, of course, it is normal to have your walls up after being hurt. But after a while, your walls may be keeping out just what may need to heal. Take a chance, okay? Take a chance. Oh, feminine, maybe Spirit is calling you out. Be patient. One of our greatest virtues is patience. Learn to be patient with yourself and others, okay? Learn to be patient with yourself and others. We have responsibility. Maturity begins when you can take responsibility for your own actions. Look, you have the Emperor right next to the Empress. They say, yeah, I hear you. But I just feel you need to put those walls down. You need to stop playing. You need to let me in. You need to understand that I love you. You need to understand that I made a mistake. No, but they still come in a certain type of way. Like, they have to move right. They just have to move right, period. All right, we have hatred. Hatred is like a cancer. It destroys you from the inside out. They just have to move right. That's it. Okay, maybe you felt like that was the case. Maybe you felt like this person treated it like they didn't like you. You know, 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, 7 of Swords. None of that seems like, yeah, I love you. That's not what it seems like. Happiness. True happiness comes from within. Never allow anyone or anything to determine what makes you happy. Didn't I say that earlier? Imagine you making somebody else responsible for your happiness. No, you loved them, you cared about them, whatever. But you didn't feel like the person cared for you. Not with the 7 of Swords, 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands. Excuse me. We have bridges. Never forget the bridge that brought you across, because it may just be the very one that will have to take you back. Be careful not to burn it. And then we have survivor. When everyone counted you out, you made it through because you're a survivor. Okay, again, it could have been that. You know, tables turn. I looked at you when you was down and said, oh no, I would never. You know, you got up and I'm like, oh no, I should never did that. You know, or something like that. Who knows? But at the end of the day, it's like, if this person would have came to you already, spoke their truth, I feel like the two of you could have been moved forward. But because this person has been playing games with you this whole time, this is where you guys are. All right, but those are the messages that I have here for you at the time. I pray that this helps you. I know it will. If this was your reading or you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. And if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe. Peace and hair, grease.